One of the most standout performances heading into this NBA season is that of Yuki Kawamura. Standing at just 5'7", he possesses unmatched speed, razor-sharp instincts, and a relentless drive, proving that skill matters, as he is a full foot shorter than the average NBA player. But this leaves one burning question: could Yuki be the player to finally redefine what's possible in the NBA? The NBA built for giants. Basketball is a game of height, and there is no denying it. The average NBA player stands 6'7", and positions like center and power forward often feature players well over 7 feet tall. Height gives you an advantage for rebounding, shot blocking, and towering over opponents. So, how does someone significantly shorter break into such an elite group? Historically, the league has seen players like Muggsy Bogues 5'3" and Spud Webb 5'7", but their presence was an anomaly even then. The NBA is not built for underdogs, but underdogs are exactly what make the sport inspiring. Meet the shortest NBA player. Yuki Kawamura is a name you might not know yet, but one that's quietly rewriting what's possible in professional basketball. His journey in basketball began in Japan, where he quickly made a name for himself. Growing up in Yanai, Yamaguchi, he showed immense talent from a young age. Unlike many players who pursue college basketball in the United States, Yuki focused on improving his skills in Japan. His hard work paid off when he led his high school team, Fukuoka Daiichi High School, to win 2 national championships. This achievement highlighted his potential and set the stage for his professional career. Reflecting on his impact, his high school coach, Takashi Itaguchi, shared, "If a short player like Kawamura can find a place in the NBA, basketball will gain greater popularity in Japan." While still in high school, he began his professional career with the San Neo Phoenix in Japan's B League under special designated player status. At 18 years old, this move made him the youngest player in B League history, and he quickly made an impact by becoming the youngest player to score in a league game. Following his stint with San Neo Phoenix, he joined the Yokohama B Corsairs. He enrolled at Tokai University, but decided to leave to pursue a full-time professional basketball career at the start of the 2022-23 season. His decision paid off as he earned the B League's Most Valuable Player (MVP) award, Rookie of the Year, and a spot on the Best 5 team that season.
Yeah, I was so surprised.
The FIBA World Cup, proving he belongs. In 2023, Yuki Kawamura showcased his skills on a global stage during the FIBA World Cup. He demonstrated that he could hold his own when competing against some of the best players from various countries. Averaging 13.6 points and 7.6 assists per game, his performance was impressive and highlighted his potential as a top player in international basketball. One of the standout moments of the tournament came during a crucial match against Finland. Japan entered this game as a significant underdog, facing NBA All-Star Lauri Markkanen and a strong Finnish team. Many experts believe Japan had little chance of winning. However, he scored 25 points and 9 assists, leading Japan to a 98-88 victory. This win marked Japan's first-ever triumph over a European team in World Cup history. Coach Tom Hovas, impressed by Yuki's performance, said,
"I didn't know what to expect from him, and I was really happily surprised with what he did."
This win was historic for Japan, marking their first triumph over a European team in World Cup history. It also allowed them to advance to the knockout stages for the first time. Yuki's clutch performance secured the win and earned him recognition as one of the tournament's rising stars. Yuki Kawamura shines at the 2024 Paris Olympics. Next up, the 2024 Paris Olympics presented Yuki Kawamura with the opportunity of a lifetime, representing Japan on the global stage. Despite being underestimated, Japan faced the challenge head-on, competing against some of the best teams in the world. After a tough opening loss to the reigning world champions, Japan was in a do-or-die situation against host nation France. In a high-stakes matchup featuring stars like Rudy Gobert, Rui Hachimura, Nicolas Batum, and towering phenom Victor Wembanyama, it was Yuki, the shortest player on the court, who emerged as the standout performer. Japan pushed France into overtime in a thrilling contest, largely thanks to his electrifying play. He delivered a remarkable stat line of 29 points, 6 rebounds, and 6 assists, joining NBA legends Kevin Durant and Luol Deng as one of the few players in Olympic history to achieve over 25 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists in a single game. The game ended in heartbreak for Japan, with a narrow 94-90 overtime loss. A controversial foul call on Yuki in the final seconds of regulation led to a 4-point play that tied the game, and injuries to key players like Josh Hawkinson and Rui Hachimura's ejection added to Japan's challenges in overtime. Despite the loss, his performance earned widespread praise. Over the tournament, he finished 4th and 3rd among all players, averaging 20.3 points and 7.7 assists per game, strengthening his status as one of the Olympics' top performers. His dynamic playmaking and scoring not only kept Japan competitive, but also caught the attention of scouts, defying odds on the path to the NBA. The road to the NBA is rarely smooth, especially for an undersized guard from Japan competing in a tournament filled with global superstars like LeBron James, Nikola Jokic, and Giannis Antetokounmpo. Yet, Yuki Kawamura's standout performances during the 2024 Paris Olympics turned heads, earning him a shot with the Memphis Grizzlies. By doing so, he became only the 4th Japanese player in history to join an NBA team. Signed on an Exhibit 10 contract, few expected him to survive training camp, let alone make a serious impression. Skeptics saw his signing as experimental at best, with the odds heavily stacked against him. However, he once again defied expectations during the NBA preseason, quickly establishing himself as one of the most intriguing players on the court. He made a brief but promising debut in his first preseason game against the Dallas Mavericks. Coming off the bench late in the game, he showcased his ability to read the floor with 2 highlight assists. First, reacting to a tipped rebound, he delivered a pinpoint pass that cut through the defense for an easy bucket. Moments later, he exploited his speed with a clever give-and-go sequence involving Jay Huff, demonstrating his quick decision-making and basketball IQ. The next game against the Charlotte Hornets offered more flashes of his brilliance. Drawing multiple defenders as he attacked the paint, he expertly created space and set up a cutting teammate for a perfectly timed assist. Yuki's defining moment came in a game against the Indiana Pacers, where he was finally given significant minutes to prove himself. He delivered a standout performance, finishing with 10 points and a game-high 7 assists. His playmaking was not ordinary, it was dazzling. From threading no-look passes to dissecting the defense accurately, he elevated his teammates' play and proved he belonged on the court. The momentum continued to his next game against the Chicago Bulls, where his chemistry with his teammates was fully displayed. He effectively ran pick and rolls, made smart reads, and utilized his explosive first step to beat defenders off the dribble. Even at high speeds, he maintained his composure, delivering precise passes and creating scoring opportunities. Over 5 preseason games, he averaged 3.4 points and 4.2 assists in 15.1 minutes per game. Despite these struggles, the Grizzlies recognized his potential and rewarded his efforts by upgrading his Exhibit 10 contract to a 2-way deal.
It was a special moment. Yeah, I love it. Yeah.
This move secured his place on the roster and allowed him to develop further in the NBA and G League. Though his scoring needs refinement, his exceptional playmaking, vision, and ability to elevate his team have already set him apart. As he embarks on this next chapter of his career, the basketball world is watching to see how far this underdog from Japan can go. Early NBA struggles. Yuki Kawamura's transition to the NBA has presented challenges, particularly in scoring efficiency. Over 14 games, he's averaged 1.0 points per game, primarily during limited minutes in less critical game situations. His shooting percentages reflect these struggles, with a field goal percentage of 26.7% and a three-point shooting percentage of 18.2%. Adjusting to the NBA's extended three-point line has been a notable hurdle. Additionally, during the preseason, he had difficulty scoring from inside the arc without a successful two-point field goal. This limitation impacts his effectiveness as a point guard, as a scoring threat is essential to prevent predictability in offensive plays. Facing the NBA Giants. As Yuki Kawamura navigates his first NBA season, the challenges of facing some of the world's best basketball players have become increasingly apparent. He competes in a league where size, strength, and athleticism dominate. Night after night, he faces players who tower over him and possess exceptional skill and physicality, making every game a daunting test. One of Yuki's biggest challenges is the NBA's sheer physicality. He often finds himself small on the court, facing physical giants like Zach Edey and Victor Wembanyama. Defending players against rim protectors like Rudy Gobert is no small feat for a guard of his stature. The constant physical battles wear down even the most seasoned players, and for him, these encounters highlight the difficulties of competing in a league designed for more prominent athletes. On top of the physical and tactical hurdles, Yuki faces the communication challenge. As a Japanese player in a predominantly English-speaking league, language barriers have added complexity to his experience. On the court, quick communication is critical. Whether it's understanding defensive switches, executing plays, or building chemistry with teammates. Off the court, forming connections with coaches, teammates, and staff becomes harder when navigating a new language and culture. These barriers make his transition even more demanding, as effective communication is vital for success in a team-oriented environment. Another challenge he faces is adapting to the NBA's style of play, which is faster and more dynamic than any other league in the world. The extended three-point line, the quicker decision-making required on offense, and the defensive schemes designed to limit smaller guards have all been obstacles. His shooting efficiency has taken a significant hit, reflecting the difficulty of finding open looks and adjusting to the more extended range. Yuki says, "It is so hard. I can speak Japanese only. It is so tough to speak in English." Additionally, his role in games often places him in high-pressure situations during garbage time, where proving his value in limited minutes can be mentally and physically taxing. Competing against established stars and seasoned veterans leaves little room for error, making every moment on the court challenging his skills and stamina. Overcoming challenges. Changing to the fast-paced and physical nature of the NBA has not been easy, but he has embraced the learning curve. His playmaking abilities have stood out, as he consistently demonstrates his talent for finding teammates in scoring positions and breaking down defenses. While his shooting efficiency has been a challenge, he has shown a willingness to work, focusing on improving his scoring and adapting to the NBA's extended three-point line. Language barriers presented an additional obstacle, but his determination to integrate into the team environment has been evident. He has taken proactive steps to improve his English, watching documentaries like The Last Dance with subtitles to enhance his understanding of the language and basketball culture. This effort has helped him communicate more effectively with teammates and coaches, form stronger relationships, and better understand the game at its highest level. Through relentless effort and a mindset focused on growth, he is steadily overcoming the obstacles of being an undersized international player in the NBA. His ability to adapt and his commitment to improvement have set the foundation for his success in this competitive and demanding league. Yuki himself acknowledged, "Playing basketball at this size is very challenging," but still showed his pride, saying, "I believe that differences in height and jumping ability can be overcome with determination. I hope that seeing me will encourage kids who do not have size not to give up." Finding his groove in the G League. After facing initial challenges in the NBA, Yuki Kawamura has found his stride in the G League, where his talents are fully displayed. Playing for the Memphis Hustle, he has become one of the league's most dynamic playmakers. He leads all players in assists, with an impressive average of 11.8 per game, highlighting his ability to control the game's tempo and orchestrate his team's offense with precision. He has consistently delivered standout performances. He has recorded double-digit assists in 3 games, with his lowest assist total still an impressive 9. His ability to create scoring opportunities for his teammates has made him the focal point of the Hustle's offense. Against the Birmingham Squadron, he came close to achieving a triple-double, recording 15 points, 11 assists, and 8 rebounds. His all-around effort in that game underscored his potential as a well-rounded player who can contribute beyond just passing. One of Yuki's most remarkable outings came against the Orlando Magic's G League affiliate. In that game, he tallied a jaw-dropping 16 assists and 15 points, completely controlling the court. His ability to find open teammates, even in tight situations, demonstrated his exceptional court vision and basketball IQ. What sets Yuki apart is his creativity as a passer. Unlike taller guards who rely on height to see over defenses, he uses his instincts and quick decision-making to identify angles others miss. His anticipation and understanding of the game allow him to make plays that seem impossible. He has found his rhythm in the G League and solidified himself as a generational passer, making him a player to watch, grow, and develop. Winning fans worldwide, Yuki Kawamura's impact extends far beyond the basketball court. He's quickly becoming a global sensation, winning fans worldwide. He is currently the shortest player in the NBA, but his height has not stopped him from creating a significant impression. His popularity has brought a surge in NBA viewership in Japan, with many Japanese fans tuning in to watch the Memphis Grizzlies and other NBA games. This phenomenon, often called Yuki Mania, has turned the Grizzlies into a favorite among Japanese basketball enthusiasts. The devotion of his fans is remarkable. During a Memphis Grizzlies game, cameras caught Japanese fans in the stands, with one fan displaying extraordinary dedication. This fan traveled 5,200 miles from London to Memphis to watch Yuki play. He held a sign that read, "Went from London to Memphis, 5,200 miles to watch Yuki play." Such passion is rare, especially for a low-profile player, and it reflects the deep connection he has formed with his supporters. Even in other cities, Yuki has become a fan favorite. During a game in Portland, fans chanted, "We want Yuki," as loudly as those in Memphis, showing the universal appeal of this rising star. While his playing minutes may be limited, fans' enthusiasm demonstrates his impact. The Memphis Grizzlies' decision to sign Yuki Kawamura has proven wise, as their popularity has skyrocketed since his arrival. He inspires fans worldwide, proving that dedication and skill can transcend barriers. He is more than just a basketball player. He is a bridge connecting cultures, uniting fans globally, and showing the power of sports to bring people together. Fans his ability to perform under pressure. His quick decision-making and exceptional passing skills were key factors in Japan's success throughout the tournament. Kawamura's contributions went beyond scoring. He also facilitated plays for his teammates, showcasing his all-around game. What's next for Kawamura? Yuki Kawamura's journey in basketball is already carving out a unique legacy, not just for himself, but for the sport in Japan. As one of the few Japanese players to make it to the NBA, he has broken barriers and set an example for future athletes aspiring to reach the highest levels of basketball. His story is more than just about basketball. It's about resilience, determination, and the ability to inspire a nation. Yuki's legacy is deeply tied to his ability to expand basketball's global reach. His success has brought unprecedented attention to the sport in Japan, sparking a newfound interest among young players. His achievements symbolize that even players from countries with less basketball history can succeed on the world stage. Off the court, he is reshaping how Japanese athletes are perceived internationally. He has shown that hard work and dedication can overcome barriers, setting a standard for what future players from Japan can achieve. His influence is expanding beyond the game. Brands and organizations see him as a cultural ambassador, bridging the gap between Japanese and international basketball. In years to come, his legacy will be remembered for his contributions to basketball and how he united fans, inspired the next generation, and elevated the profile of Japanese athletes on the global stage. As Yuki Kawamura continues his rise in the NBA, one question lingers. How far can he go? With his relentless work ethic and unshakable determination, the possibilities seem limitless. Whether he is leading a team to the playoffs, mentoring younger players, or representing Japan in international competitions, one thing's for sure, Yuki Kawamura is doing more than playing basketball. So, What do you think about this underdog? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and be sure to check out the next video on the screen.
I gave my teammate and the Japanese snack and jelly beans and the chocolate. So yeah, let's go. Yeah.